we have studied how to add two vectors, like vector addition we have studied. And when we have to do, there is nothing as such about vector subtraction. When we add a negative of one vector to another, that would be subtraction. Okay. Now, अगर addition simple नहीं है vector का, तो obviously product भी it's different from scalar, the way we do for scalars. So when we're talking about product of two vectors, what do you think would be the resultant of a product of two vectors? It should be a scalar or it should be a vector? Anji, you have studied some formulae in class 9.
Ma'am, it can be scalar and vector.
Ma'am, it can be both.
It can be both. So you have studied various quantities in class 9 and 10. Can you now think of those in terms of scalars, vectors, and tell me which two quantities you have studied where you were using a vector but the resultant was a scalar. I'll give you a hint. That was in class 9. I know, long time back.
Ma'am, work.
Very good. Work was one such quantity where you were multiply force and displacement, but you got a scalar quantity. And okay, I wrote product here. This should be scalar and vector. So the resultant of two vectors, when we are taking the product of two vectors, it could be a scalar, it could be a vector. So work is one quantity where we multiply two vectors, but we got a scalar quantity. Now vector is like really simple. When we are multiplying a vector and we are getting a vector, we've not really studied any quantities till now. So one such quantity that you will be studying soon is torque. It is rotational counterpart of force. Now, when we are saying multiplying two vectors, we are actually talking about some operators. Okay, that operator. So when we say those two operators are dot, because it is like a dot, and cross. So accordingly, we call them, if the operator used is dot, we call it a dot product. That is our scalar product. And when we are using the operator of cross, that is cross product, or also called as vector product, because the end resultant that you get as the final calculation which you get, you will get a vector quantity. So that's why it is called as a vector product. So the term scalar product and vector product basically are referring to the end result, whether you are getting a scalar quantity as a result or whether you are getting a vector quantity as a result of that multiplication. So that multiplication can be in terms of two operators. It can be a dot operator or a cross operator. Fine. So if we talk today, we are mainly going to talk about scalar product. That is also called as dot product. Okay. So if I'm talking about scalar product of two vectors, it is defined as, so scalar product of vector A and B. So it's written as vector A dot B is equal to mod of A into mod of B multiplied by the cosine of the angle between the two vectors. So I've shown here vector A, vector B. The angle between the vectors is theta. So the dot product here becomes A, B cos theta. I can simply write it as A, B cos theta. I have not put any arrows here. So it means I am, when there is no arrowhead over it, it means I'm just referring to the magnitude. Okay. Now, what is the physical interpretation behind this is, if we look at this second drawing, second diagram which is there, look at vector B. If I take a projection of vector B along the vector A, so if I want to use the same notation, this is my vector B and this is my vector A. So this is B cos theta. This is B cos theta is basically projection of vector B along vector A. So scalar product is nothing but a simple product of magnitude of one vector multiplied by the magnitude of the second vector taken in the direction of first vector. Okay, so it is the simple product of A multiplied by what is the magnitude of second vector along the first vector, that is B cos theta. So this is my dot product between the two vectors. The angle which is to be taken is the angle that which is there between the two vectors when they are joined tail to tail, and we take the smaller angle. Okay, when we are taking, and also you need to know one property, that this scalar product, it is commutative in nature. It is commutative in nature, meaning that whether you're taking A dot B or B dot A, it is going to be same. Okay, A dot B is the same as B dot A. So when we take A dot B, we take the angle going from A to B. Then we take B dot A, we take this bigger angle. But ultimately, we can actually do it and see. If you want to do it, you can go ahead, do it and see. This angle would be 360 minus theta. This will again give you cos theta only. So when you're taking A dot B, you go from the angle that you take is the smaller angle from A to B. Everyone clear with this? What is a scalar product? It is simply the product of projection of one vector along the second vector and the product of the two. 11th A, clear or not? I've just
Clear,
given a
ma'am.
formula. What is a scalar product? Okay. So now if we can also use this scalar product to find the angle between the two vectors, we'll use that concept while we are discussing numericals. Right? Now, if I have to prove that two vectors are perpendicular, I have to look at the some of the special cases of scalar product. So one of the special product case of scalar product would be when theta is equal to 0 degree. If the angle between the two vectors is 0 degree, in that case, A dot B, the scalar product will become A B cos 0 degree. Let's make a table for cos here. So 0 degree, 30, 60, 90, and 180. So what is cos 0 degree?
1.
1. Cos 90 is
0.
0. Cos 30 is 3
Root
by
3
4.
by 2. Root 3 by 2.
I missed 45. Okay. So this would be 2 by 4. I missed 45. So this would be 1 by 4. Sorry. Okay. So AB cos 0 then simply becomes AB, which gives me the maximum value of dot product. If I take theta as 90 degree, if the angle between two vectors is like this, A and this is B. In that case, what does it becomes? A, B cos 90 degree. In that case, A dot B becomes AB cos 90 degree. Cos 90 degree is 0. So I get 0. So whenever two vectors are perpendicular to each other, their dot product is 0. And we are going to use it many a times. Whenever we are given two vectors and we have to prove that they are perpendicular to each other, then one of the techniques that we use is we will take the dot product. And if the dot product comes out to be 0, it proves that the two vectors are perpendicular to each other. Fine. Then the other case that we can discuss is theta is equal to 180 degree. In this case, it becomes A, B cos 180 degree. Cos 180 degree is -1, so we get minus AB. So plus AB maximum value, minus AB minimum value. In between, if theta is going to be less than 90 degree, then the resultant product will have positive value. If theta is greater than 90 degree, which is as such not possible, we always take the smaller angle between the two vectors. But in case it happens as a special scenario like we just discussed, then it will come out to the dot product will come out to be negative. Okay. Now let's see how do we write scalar product between two vectors in terms of rectangular components. Rectangular component means suppose आपको vector A or B they are given in the form of Cartesian coordinates. So A is given as vector A is given as ax I hat plus ay j hat plus az k hat, and vector B is given as bx I hat by j hat plus bz k hat. Suppose like हम आपको वेक्टर्स ऐसे दे सकते हैं ना, a वेक्टर a is 3i plus 2j plus 5k, या वेक्टर b मैं आपको दे दूं 4i minus j hat plus 3k hat. So in that case, how will you calculate their dot product? Now to understand this, first we need to know what will be the dot product between two orthogonal vectors. अभी हमने देखा जब भी दो vectors perpendicular थे, तो what was their dot product?
0.
Okay, so in this case, so for orthogonal vectors, orthogonal means perpendicular to each other. So for orthogonal vectors, dot product is equal to 0. This means I hat dot j hat will be equal to 0, right? And this also
Yes, ma'am.
means that j hat dot k hat, because j, I, j, k all are perpendicular to each other. So j hat dot k hat will also be 0. K hat dot I hat will also be 0. Got it? Now, vector product of a vector with itself. So I hat dot I hat, या फिर j hat dot j hat, या फिर k hat dot k hat will be, let's see. So I hat dot I hat would be magnitude of I hat into magnitude of I hat. So vector A, magnitude of vector A, magnitude of vector B into cos of angle between the vectors, cos 0 degree. Cos 0 degree is 1. Magnitude of a unit vector is 1. So I get 1. Okay, so I dot I hat dot I hat, j hat dot j hat, k hat dot k hat. All of them come out to be 1. Everybody clear with these two facts or not? Because these form the basis for our rest of the derivation. How can we
Yes,
express?
ma'am.
Okay. So now we come on to the next portion. So I had written vector A as ax I hat plus ay j hat plus az k hat, and my vector B again. Last time there was a question on this for derivation Vz k hat. So now if I have to calculate A dot B, I can write this as ax I hat, just copy down the whole thing, dot bx I hat plus byj hat plus bz k hat. Now just open the brackets. If I open the bracket, this would be ax I hat into this whole bx I hat byj hat plus bzk hat plus ayj hat into the same bracket plus
The answer
z
is 0, right?
what?
Ma'am, the answer will be 0, right?
Why no answer won't be 0? बेटा सारे फैक्टर्स थोड़ी ना 0 हो जाएंगे, आप ये सोचिए. दैट्स व्हाई आई एम कमिंग टू दिस. सो अब आप देखिए, फर्स्ट वाले जब ब्रैकेट को अगर हम ओपन करेंगे, दिस ब्रैकेट, इसमें से कौन सी टर्म सर्वाइव करेगी? I dot j hat becomes 0, I dot k hat becomes 0, but I dot I becomes 1. So I will be left with ax bx, right?
Yes.
Because this is I hat dot I hat. So I dot I hat term will survive. Similarly, in the second case, in the second expression, ay
AY into BY.
by will survive, which is the j hat dot j hat component. Then in the third one, az bz will survive, k hat dot k hat. Okay, so ultimately I hat dot I hat is 1, j hat dot j hat is 1, and k hat dot k hat is 1. So ultimately, in terms of components, I can write vector A dot B as ax bx plus ay by plus az bz. This is how I can calculate dot product of two vectors when the vectors are given in Cartesian form. Got it?
Yes.
Shall we do one question on this? I think it would become much more clearer to you then.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So let's do one question. Okay, so here is a question. Vector A is I hat plus 2j hat plus 3k hat, and vector B is 2I hat minus j hat. So we have to prove them perpendicular to each other. So I just told you, if I have to prove them to any two vectors perpendicular to each other. So if vector A and B are perpendicular, then their dot product will be 0, right? I just told you, because AB cos 90 will be 0 in that case. So let's check. So now I hat plus 2j hat plus 3k hat dot 2i hat minus j hat. Now please, I hat component gets multiplied with the I hat component, that becomes 2. J hat gets multiplied with the j hat component, which is minus 2. K hat, there is no k hat component here, so we can write 3 into 0. So this is nothing but 0.
Yes.
So
Ma'am, how is I hat into I hat is equal to 0?
I hat into I hat 0 नहीं
1.
करी बेटा मैं.
How will we cancel?
देखो इधर z का कोई कॉम्पोनेंट नहीं है ना, तो आई कैन राइट प्लस 0 k hat.
Okay.
ओके,
Yes.
बिकॉज k hat के साथ कुछ भी नहीं है, तो it means 3 multiplied by 0. So 2 and minus 2 get cancelled. So I've got a dot b as 0. This proves if a dot b is 0, it means cos theta is 90 degree. That means theta is equal to 90 degree. Fine. Is it clear to everybody or not? Because these kind of questions are pretty important. Generally, you get one numerical either on calculating the dot product or proving that the vectors are perpendicular to each other. Okay. Now, this was what I was talking about. We can also use this dot product to find out the angle between the vectors. Okay. Now, how can I do that? So, I just told you what is vector A dot B. Vector A dot B is magnitude of vector A, magnitude of vector B into cos theta, right? So, from this formula, I can get cos theta as A dot B divided by magnitude of A and magnitude of B, right? I've just shifted mod A mod B to the other side. Okay, so now if I want to find out the vectors, first I'll find out what is magnitude of A. What is magnitude of A? It would be under root 1 square, that is ax square plus ay square plus az square. Under root 6, magnitude of B is under root. बेटा अगर किसी को magnitude भी नहीं समझ आ रहा, because I know this all is pretty new to you, please stop me here and ask me. कुछ भी unresolved नहीं रहना चाहिए. Got it? How did I get the magnitude of both the vectors?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So now what will be A dot B? A dot would be ax bx plus ay by plus az bz. So ax bx is 1 into minus 1, 2 into 1, minus 1 into minus 2. A dot B is 3. So this gives me cos theta as A dot B divided by mod A into mod B. So 3 by 6. So when is cos theta 1 by 2? अभी देखा, it is 60 degrees. So it means my theta is 60 degree. So I can use my knowledge of scalar product even to find out angle between the given vectors. Got it?
Yes, ma'am.
This is another question that I've picked from NCERT. It says a body constrained to move along the z-axis of a coordinate system is subjected to a constant force F, which is given. You have to calculate the work done by the force in displacing the body through a distance of 4 meters along the z-axis. Okay, so force is given minus I hat plus 2j hat plus 3k hat. Now, what would be the displacement vector?
Ma'am, displacement is given as 4 meter.
4 meter along the z-axis. Okay, we need to take both the vectors in
So 4
Cartesian form now. So it would be 4 k cap. It's along the z-axis.
Oh,
So
okay,
it would
ma'am.
be 4. It would be 4 k cap. Okay, now we already know work done is F dot S. So we take the dot product of these two. So minus I hat plus 2j hat plus 3k hat dot 4k hat. So only these two survive. So we get 12 joule or 12 units as the work done. So for this, you need to know what is the formula for work done. That work done is the dot product of force and displacement, F dot S. Everybody clear with dot product or not? Or shall I take up more questions?
Ma'am, clear.
Ma'am, clear.
Okay, so now do this question yourself. You are now, I'll tell you that power. Now, power is one formula you have done last year. What is power? Rate of doing work, right? So it is work done by time. Work done अभी हमने देखा क्या होता है? F dot S divided by T. S by T क्या होता है? Displacement upon time.
Velocity.
Very good. So F dot V. So power is F dot V. So this is one more quantity which is a product of two vectors, but it's a scalar quantity. Power is a scalar quantity, whereas force and velocity both are vector quantities.
Ma'am,
So calculate
24 watt. 24 watt.
Okay.
yes, it comes out to be so 7 I hat plus 6 k hat into dot pjk. So this would be 6 into 4, 24 watt. Okay. So if you're clear with this, I'll come on to vector product. So I'll give you a very quick recap of whatever we have done. What is scalar product? It is basically the operator. It is a kind of product in which the end resultant between two vector quantities is a scalar quantity. The operator used in this case is a dot, and scalar product is commutative in nature, meaning A dot B will be equal to B dot A. And now can you tell me one thing? What would be scalar product of a vector with itself? अभी हमने करके देखा वैसे. Right now we did it. Scalar product of a vector with itself. Come on, it's easy. अभी हमने करा ना.
Square.
It would be the vector. It would be simply the square of the vector. अभी हमने करा. I hat dot I hat हमने करा. तो क्या आया था? It came out to be
1.
I hat square. That came out to be 1. So if I do A dot A, it would be AX square plus AY square plus AZ square, right? which is nothing but the magnitude of the vector, square of the magnitude. Fine. So dot product of a vector with itself basically gives you the square of the vector.